Welcome back to Math Zen, everyone. I hope you found rules 1 through 4 of our Simplifying Fractions mini-series helpful. This video will cover rules 5 and 6. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Alrighty, it's time to get into rule number 5, which is, drumroll please, the easiest rule of all. It is called N equals D. And what that stands for is numerator equals denominator. And simply put, for fractions, what that looks like is when your numerator is the same exact number as your denominator. And what that means for you is that every time you see that, you just simplify the fraction to 1. So for example, you could have 2 halves, and that's just going to simplify to 1 whole. You could have something like 5/5, and that would simplify to 1 whole. Or you could have something like 8/8, and that is also going to simplify to 1 whole. I'm pretty sure you get the picture here. Anytime n is equal to d, you must simplify, and it's always going to simplify to 1. Okay, now it's time for rule number 6, which is actually one of the first rules that requires us to have a little bit of prior knowledge. The name of this rule is called d equals prime. And we call it d equals prime because that means whenever the denominator of the fraction is prime, the entire fraction is already in lowest terms. But the only catch is you need to know the difference between prime and composite numbers. So what a prime number is, by definition, it's a number that has only 2 factors, 1 and itself. So if we took the number 3, what are the 2 factors of 3? Well, 1 times 3. That's the only way you can get 3 as the product. What about the number 5? Only way we can get it is 1 times 5. So those are examples of what we call prime numbers. If your denominator is a prime number, your fraction is already in lowest terms. Now what about composite numbers? Composite numbers would be something like 4. 4 has factors of 1, 2, and 4. So 4 is not a prime number because it has more than 1 in itself as a factor. 4 is what we call composite. So let's take a look at how this might look when we're looking at fractions that have these things. So let me erase this first, and we'll take a look at the fraction 4/11. 4/11 is already in lowest terms because the denominator 11 is prime. You can only get 11 by doing 1 times 11. Or let's go ahead and take a look at another one. What if we had 5/7? 5/7 is in lowest terms because the denominator 7 is also prime. You can only get 7 by doing 1 times 7.
Great job today. I hope you're starting to see that simplifying fractions isn't nearly as bad as it often feels. To summarize, Rule 5 was n equals d, and Rule 6 was d equals prime. Stay tuned for Rules 7 and 8. Until then, keep searching for your Math Zen.